Good morning once more from Washington, D.C. Today is my travel day back, and thankfully the train that I have is at 6 p.m. tonight, so I have some time to explore, but it also gave me time to sleep today since last night was such a late night, amazing night. Got completely rained on, which of course caused me more time to have to try to dry my clothes. They did not dry, but I got them fit in the suitcase. I am packed up. This is stuffed. I am so happy I have this extender because it wouldn't have made it otherwise. But thank you for my lifetime of working for Vera Bradley for this luggage. It's a lifesaver. That was just me in my real life, that everything I own is Vera Bradley because I worked there for like 7 years. But I'm so happy I have it because it's wonderful to fit everything in, because I was stuffing everything in and I didn't even buy that much. But I did it. We got everything packed. And today I'm going to head over to the American History Museum, which I'm so excited for. And I'm going to fangirl because they have a whole entertainment section where they have very notable entertainment pieces like the real life Kermit. I'm going to fangirl. C-3PO, I'm going to fangirl. I might cry. You're going to see that. Because, I mean, I cried last night at the concert. I really did. But it's amazing. So today will be a nice, fun, sophisticated Washington, D.C. exploration day. All right. One more look at my hotel room. I loved staying here, genuinely. It's all messed up from taking a shower and everything. This is gorgeous. I love this so much. Like, again, this is not sponsored at all, but I very, very am happy with my hotel choice. Genuinely, this really made the weekend stay the best that it was. And I would totally stay here again. And it was so convenient to a lot of places. Although Washington, D.C. is still a weird city for me to learn. But we're going to do more exploring today. We're going to check things out before I get the train back. So goodbye, hotel, and let's go.
I ended up stopping and grabbing brunch at a little cafe before starting my walk to the museum. Since it was a mid-morning Monday, the streets were empty but beautiful to look at. I love cities, especially historical ones, so I always prefer to walk if it's accessible to do so. I love seeing what the streets look like and the little cute details you pass by, like statues and fountains.
It's so funny seeing how much of a ghost town it is because it is a Monday. So besides all the tourist groups like me, well, I'm not a group, but I'm a touristy person right now, and field trips. Now that I'm in the National Mall area with all the museums, it is more people around. But walking to it, it was a ghost town. But it was cool. I like seeing the streets. I like seeing the history here because it is a very historical town. And behind me is the National Gallery of Art, which is so tempting because you know I love art museums. But I'm on a mission. We gotta get to the American History Museum because I need to see my entertainment stuff. Here's another entry point. And this does remind me of the Philly Art Museum, which was amazing. If you're ever in Philadelphia and you have time to go to the Philly Art Museum, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It has been the best art museum I've been to. I need to go to a lot more, of course, but I was so impressed with it, and I would love to visit again. Like, we were there for, I think, 5 hours and still didn't get to do everything. It was so full and had beautiful pieces. So that's why even when I'm here, I'm like, art museums, always want to do those. Because, you know, I'm an artist. We love art. We gotta support the arts. I'm not trying to turn this into a lecture, but here you. Passing by another sculpture garden, part of the National Gallery of Art. I really need to check this out in the future, but you can kind of see through the gates. It is open. I'm sure it'd be easy to walk through, but it's reminding me of a local sculpture garden by my home. It's cute. I wanted to take the walk this morning because I wanted to be able to explore the city. From where I'm staying at my hotel, it was about a 30-minute walk, but I am truly taking my time, really observing and kind of absorbing the sights, especially because there is so much art, sculptures, cool things to look at, fountains, because like that's something I'm gonna always do, the fountains now, because of my dad. So like it's more of an ironic thing to showcase because he would always shoot fountains. So now I've started doing it as like a thing to honor him, ironically. But I like this. This is a nice area. I found the National Museum of Natural History, which is also on my list. I know it's the most famous and biggest museum here, and I would love to check it out. As I have mentioned in other videos, anything to do with fish, plants, fossils, bugs, I have known from Animal Crossing. So if I go in here, I will think of Animal Crossing, especially with the fossils, because I have that in my little game. So that'll be for the future. I do not think I have time today. And we made it! I'm excited to go in. Let's go. It's like, this is so cute. Oh, they tell you what plants are good for healing. We got a nice soundtrack outside of the museum. Oh, most plants are good for memory. I love this educational factor of this. I am so sorry ahead of time because I know this is not supposed to be a Disney withdrawal day here. That's for all my other channel. But like, this is giving me major Epcot vibes already. I know this is here first before Epcot. I think, I don't remember when this is built, but yeah, this might be a very Disney-centric video, especially because of what is in the entertainment museum part of it, especially because Disney has taken over the whole world. All right, so we have 3 levels here, and the entertainment and the Hall of Music is on the 3rd level, so that's the most important one for me. We also have about the First Ladies, the American Presidency, the Price of Freedom. We're on level 2 right now. Below us, on level 1, is more of the kids area, I assume, the American Enterprise, and I guess about like more transportation in our state, our country. So it should be interesting to see. I'm gonna start down on level 1 because I'm looking most forward to the entertainment. So I want to save the best for last, because if I just go to that first, everything else will be meh for me. So first exhibit, we got transportation and technology. I wonder how much Broadway history vibes I'm gonna get, especially from ragtime period, because yes, I will compare everything to Disney and Broadway. That's my 2 niche interests besides rock music. So we also have this exhibit on the side of all about food, which is really cool and unique. So first thing is Julia Child's Kitchen. The one thing that's always so interesting to realize is how a lot of things are still very new to us in this world. Like even the food processor, it wasn't a thing until like the 1970s, which is only 50 years ago. Oh my gosh, I have this. It's so funny to see stuff that I own. I was just looking at the Instapot thinking it's so weird it's in a museum already. I already know that I'm gonna find a lot more items that are in this history museum. I know it's not all history, it's American history, but still a lot of it is relevant to today. But I'm sure I'm just gonna look at everything and be like, why is this here? I feel old. Oh my gosh, my mom had this one too, the lean mean fat grilling machine. This is weird to see in a museum. They have an iPhone. They have an iPhone as part of a historical food item. What? Not only that, but they have HelloFresh on display as a historical relevance. HelloFresh Blue Apron. This is so crazy. It's such a niche exhibit already, but it's so funny to see the microwave bacon tray, which we use every day at home. The TV dinner from the 1950s. Wow, this is interesting. It's so niche. Guys, are you like me and you remember when McDonald's used to use styrofoam? I never really remembered it from this far back because this is more in the 80s and I wasn't around in that time, but I remember the breakfast always had the pancakes in this container. Oh yeah, and look at all the prices compared to today. You could get a meal for less than $1 and now it costs $10 minimum or $15. I also had no idea that 7-Eleven had mascots. That's so interesting. See, I'm already learning so much. Let's see, out of the TV chefs I recognize, Duff Goldman, we always loved Ace of Cakes, Sandra Dee, Gordon Ramsay, of course, Jamie Oliver, Martha Stewart, Bobby Flay. There's still a good amount that I know. I'm looking, where's Emerald? We love Emerald. Guy Fieri, yes. Guy Fieri. I don't see Emerald on this list. Did they not put him on here? What? I got a picture of Carla Hall. I'll put it in here. And I know, yeah, Martha Stewart, Jamie Oliver, Alton Brown, my dad loves watching him, and Bree Drummond, my mom loves watching her. How could they forget Emerald though? I do not see him on this list. He is a really famous chef. That was really cute. It was a really niche museum and I was more focused on just looking at everything and not reading everything, but it gave me major Epcot vibes. And again, I know I'm gonna say this a lot while I'm here. Here we have on the water. So we're gonna see some boats and I'm probably gonna get major ragtime vibes here, but this is like true American history with the sailing. Oh, I love this already. I love the lighting. This is so cool, and I know my dad would be all over this because boating is his life, even though this is more historical boating and he likes normal, but this is cool. I like this. The lighting in here is gorgeous, but it also feels very scary if you were in here alone. It might seem silly, but this is interesting. Cool. This is cool. So while I'm in this section, because this is the C section, there was so much stuff about fishers and fishing, which is my name. So I'm gonna point that out. I didn't know I'm joining a poets gathering. I'm also thriving in the lighting, if you couldn't tell, so like I'm having a vanity moment right now because it looks so cool. I know I should be looking and reading all the plaques instead of just staring at the objects and being like, oh, this is cool and the lighting looks good. I'm not museuming correctly. I should be taking the time to learn about how boating was and the history of our lands, especially on sea. Because there's so many stories here, I do know that. And I appreciate that, even though I'm not taking the time to read everything. Look, it's my home state, New Jersey, and there's a whole plaque about New York and boating. It's cool to see. New York reinvented itself as a new kind of global city. So it used to be literally a whole port. See, I'm learning. And it's cool to learn that they were more focused on porting from the turn of the century, the 1900s, until the 60s. And now New York has everything. And most importantly, in New York is Broadway. Oh, this is fun. There's a game. This is like American Girl vibes, New York. Wait, this is fun. All right, are we gonna put a boat in here? Well, it's boat travel. Yay, I did it. This is fun. I know this is for kids, but I don't care. I'm enjoying it. Wait, is this not that? No, I just did that one. I don't know. They're all boats. I don't know. This is... Can I get a hint? That was loud. Well, what's the third one then? Oh, is it this one? Yeah, I did it. That's cute. Why is it so loud? Guys, I'm already sorry, but now that I'm in the car section, I just see this and I'm like, rag time. It's a Model T. Is it a Model T? I gotta make sure I'm correct with my information. Where's the plaque? Where does it tell me the car name? There is nowhere on this that tells me the official car name. And I want to make sure, I'm assuming it's a Model T because that was one of the first cars, but I don't want to be wrong. This is creeping me out because I know they're all mannequins, but it's like, it just reminds me of Ghost and the fact that they have the singing voice and there is no one here. I know this is irrational as a fear, but this is scary to me. It's like, it reminds me of the ghost stories. And I feel like I'm on a ghost story in this section. Like back here, there's no one here. I don't want to go closer. This scares me. This is cool to see how the cars used to look. And I really genuinely wish I could have lived back then to know what cars used to look like, because it would have been really cool to see those type of cars on the road instead of today's cars. That's the type of history I love. Even these cars, like I know these are a lot more modern. And obviously when I was a kid, some of these cars were on the road, but I was too young to remember that. This is such niche information, but it's so important to know about. So it's cool it's here.
That's
It's
Chicago.
cool.
The hell doesn't go out there. I'll get a car. Cars goes running too. If you cannot walk or take a bus from this train to get there, you better forget it. You better get yourself something up here. Mr. Ryan too, huh?
This is a cool experience. The floor is moving. It's vibrating, so you really feel like you're on this bus. This is so cool. This is the coolest thing. This is such a highlight, and I'm really impressed with it because right now, it's not moving as the video people are getting on. So it's living history, and it feels like you're really in the past. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. It's moving, it's vibrating. This is amazing. I need to see the other exhibits, but I didn't think a history exhibit on transportation would be so mind-blowing to me. What? This is so cool. Alright, I need to look at other stuff. I'm already in love with this. Especially because it's like in the 50s. It literally is like of us in the 50s. Oh my gosh, that's like my time period. So 1959 is when this bus is living in. Alright, we're going back to the future. We're gonna get off and go back into the future. Alright guys, you have to come here already and experience that alone. That's amazing. Wow, this is like my family's childhood in the 50s and 60s. This is what a school bus used to look like? What? 1939. This is crazy. I didn't expect that was what buses look like. I thought buses were always yellow. This is so fun. That's so cool. I love this. I've come from far away just so you can play. Oh wait, that's a creepy bear. That's a creepy bear. And it doesn't light up. This is awesome. This is how they used to get everything from Sears catalog form. And then I assume it would come by train delivery in the 1920s. Here's the correct information, the 1880s. So, delivered for your door for just a little more. Oh, that's a hat? That looks like a brain. Okay. And then we have one more, save a buck, go pick it up. Oh, it's a sink. And there's information about it here. This is awesome. I take back everything I say about the entertainment exhibit's going to be the best one because I'm impressed by this transportation. You would not think it, but this is amazing. It's interactive, it's immersive, the lighting's amazing. I'm in love already. I have to walk back through the sailing to get back to the front. And when there's no one here, it's so creepy. I'm gonna blame that on the fact that I love horror, but going through this alone is so different. Especially when it comes to like, when you think of ghost stories, of course, everything's in the past. So like pirates, which is awesome. We love pirates, but be honest, yeah, that's where all haunted stuff comes from. I missed this before. There's a whole interactive section about pirate quizzes. So true or false, pirates said arg, which is false. It was popularized in Treasure Island. Wait, that's so fun. All right, let's see. Pirates drink rum. I want to say that's true. Haha. Thank you, Pirates of the Caribbean, for being true about that. Pirates kept parrots. True. But like other seamen, capture pirates for souvenirs were for sale. But unlike pirates in novels and movies, they did not keep the shark-beaked birds on their shoulders. And then pirates made prisoners walk the plank. False. Peter Pan, Walt Disney. Yeah, we already got the Disney stuff going on. I told you. I do like how this says, but in reality, prisoners face more brutal and torturous forms of disfigurement or murder. We love pirates, though. I really love pirates. This is so cool. So this was the America on the Move exhibit, which was next to the On the Water. So I came back out through the On the Water because I didn't realize this is a creepy section that I did not want to walk through because there's no one here and a bunch of mannequins just looking like ghosts. It's cool because I have these little side exhibits in the front. So this is all focused on musical instruments and the very important people who created them, but not only created them, but studied them and were really connected to them, I should say, as I'm reading. And then we have bikes and skateboards and the different type of skateboards. Okay, where's Tony Hawk? He is a true American hero here. We need him in this exhibit. And then over here on this side, we have our history of computering. So it all started out with the cash registers. I had to think for a minute. And the abacus. I'm using my brain today. That's what we're doing, because even though I'm looking at stuff, I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head what they are before looking at everything. But then we get to my computing device and the electronic world and the electronic inventions, which this stuff does look a little bit older, of course. Yes, historical. All right. But then we keep going. And then we have typewriters, electronic typewriters, which are kind of fun. I've done those. A computer, an older computer, understandable. Yes, historical at this point. Even this is historical, okay? And then we get to calculators. And as I'm staring here, I look up, and that little professor calculator is an unlocked memory for me, because my aunt and my cousin had that, and I remember using it, and I completely forgot about it. Oh, and a Simon, because that's old now. But not only that, an iPad. Yes, I'm attacked right now. An iPad is in a history museum. Okay, we're gonna carry on. I don't know what the next museum exhibit is, but it cracks me up with these everyday items like an igloo cooler. We have that. Oh my gosh, a little Pizza Hut. And jeans. And an Etch-a-Sketch, which I still own an Etch-a-Sketch. And Mickey ears, guys. It's Disney Withdrawal Day after all. I'm so sorry, but Disney's gonna be everywhere, and it's really cool to see, okay? So, I'm not sure who this belongs to yet. This Hall of Fame RF Bear. And the Simon's in here too. It looks like we got toys. So we have Simon up there as well, and different books. Oh my god, Barbie. My childhood. Literally my childhood. This is fun, but it's also so saddening to be like, yeah, we're old. This is cool. They have a little sports exhibit all about health and safety and what sports equipment was important. I'm honestly probably just gonna like glance through this quickly because I am not a sports person. I have no interest. And that's completely okay. But I'm still showing a little bit of it. This also seems like it's the most populated exhibit. There is definitely a lot more people in here. But I do love how immersive this is too, especially with the sports games. It's also really funny because I am very into fitness, but like Zumba and dancing and cardio, stuff like that. Wait, is this like Wegmans? As in like Wegmans food markets? That's hilarious. I didn't think Wegmans was this down south. If that's so, I could be wrong. It could just be a coincidence. One thing I'm so impressed with already is how in theme each of the exhibits is and how well thought out everything is. So now going into level 2, this is more of your stereotypical American history books, how do we live exhibits, it seems. So within these walls, let's go in. This is cool. Everything that Hamilton would wear in this time period is what I think of anytime I think of this time period now. This is more what I think of when I think of American history. Not history within the last 10, 20 years, which is crazy, but it's a good mixture of both. That's so crazy that they have music from the 1800s playing for anti-slavery. Very important information to know and to respect. It's so crazy to think that the 1940s is almost 100 years ago now. I don't like it. This is so fun. Please touch. It's like a normal one. But I like that we could touch this canning jar. That's fun. It's from the 40s. I don't know, or recreation, but I know they're still used today. Oh. I'm just gonna stay here because, like, they're playing 40s music, and the 40s is one of my favorite decades. So, like, I'm gonna enjoy the music. This is also crazy to see a blackout kid from the war. It's so crazy. The 1940s was such an important period for me. I learned when I was a teenager, and it's still so important to me today. And obviously, like, I do listen to a lot of 40s music on a regular basis, and I do appreciate a lot of 40s culture, even though it was very, very deeply rooted into the war, as like the song is talking about. This is just the entrance to the next exhibit, How Did We Become the US? But I already appreciate that they're not whitewashing the information, especially with this, because it's very important, even though it's very political, but like, it's part of our history. Even though I try to stay away from political discourse on this channel and talking about it, it's very relevant to mention that, like, this is a very prevalent issue at this current moment. So let's see what's in here. But yeah, we are a nation of immigrants, and everyone belongs, because no one was here originally except for the indigenous people, and our country is built on genocide. That's the truth. This is so crazy that we have actual history from the 1970s and 1940s, and we're still dealing with this today. Like, I understand my privilege as a white female, but like, I'm also really aware of how unjust everything is. So I'm glad that it's on display. Oh, this is cool. The little Statue of Liberty backlit. Oh, hey, it's where I live nearby, Pennsylvania, bordering on New Jersey. I keep forgetting that. It's weird that it's British, but it makes sense, obviously, because I have British heritage, but I do think of, like, the Quakers and the Amish when I think of Pennsylvania, and the Italians and the Irish. I also like seeing when things are missing. They really seem to take a lot of care for the items, because this is an apron from the 1800s. So they really take care of the history. It's nice to see. I also like this little spotlight on Hawaiian culture. Not only Hawaii, but the Philippines. I know there's also Guam, but I love the Philippines because, like, that's my best friend's home. And so I'm very, very biased to Filipino culture, and I love seeing it. And Hawaiian culture. I love this little... Is it a guitar? It's too big for a ukulele, I would think. It is a ukulele. Why does it look so big? It looks bigger than mine. Alright, so that was my lecture series period with this exhibit. And as always, everything stands. We need equality. We need true equality and welcoming for everyone. We'll continue to go look up fun history again. Okay, just kidding. We're not done with the serious stuff yet because it's insane. It's so scary that this was part of history. Genuinely. Like, I'm staring at this and I'm terrified. And I'm white. I know my privilege with this, but like, that's terrifying. How could you ever do that? This is an exhibit all about our rights as America and voting, I believe. I see a pumpkin. I see Halloween up ahead. Guys. It's a little pumpkin. Like, I know this is political. I just see Halloween. I'm like, yes. So these are all of our old campaign, which is really cool to see, which is crazy because I'm not really political at all. Oh my gosh, yes, vote for socialism. Yes, we love seeing that. This is so crazy to see. Oh, it's George Washington. I stayed at your hotel. Wow. And Abe Lincoln. Uncle Sam. This is insane. This is gorgeous. And how long did it take to build? Oh my gosh. Why is this? This is so creepy, but yet What? Oh my gosh, okay. Why is it... I'm glad they have a video of this. But like, this is like fascinating and terrifying at the same time. Oh, I hate it, but I like it at the same time. So this is all, they move inside. This is insane. Oh, if it was moving, I didn't even notice that. That would be so weird. Oh my gosh. A really cool volunteer pointed out that these were the ink wells that Abraham Lincoln used for the draft. This is crazy how important this history is. And she also pointed out to share this area, which is all about our rights as citizens. And it is very important stuff. And a lot of us need to be doing more. Truly. Okay, so I understand that these are all different opinions for everyone. And a lot of them are good. But the fact that we have a Stop Abortion Now above a Black Lives Matter sign, I don't like. We need to be pro-choice, and Black Lives do matter. We need pro-choice, 100%. Women's rights, we need better rights. Oh look, here's a shirt, Feminist and Proud. I would love this shirt. This is awesome. That's so cool. We have voting and lecturing from 1900 to present, and then I see this. Ew, 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 I hate it. But then I remember the mac and cheese. That's so cool. Kraft mac and cheese. Up here we have our little votes for women section. And I love the suffrage movement because it makes you think of Mary Poppins. But of course, in reality, women's rights are very important. I will remind everyone of that. I'll take this opportunity to say women's rights are so important. Everyone's rights are important. We need rights for everyone. This is a military exhibit. I don't know if I'll find anything interesting in it, but I'll check it out. We're here. Why is it so creepy? Oh, they definitely look haunted. I don't like it. But also pointing out King George III. I like Jonathan Strauss' impression of him more than the actual King George III. Although we don't know the real King George III, I understand. Okay, so it's safe to say my favorite part about these exhibits are the interactive little, immersiveness experiences. So it's like, what's to drink? It boosts the soldier spirits. And you're able to sniff it before seeing the answer. And it's rum. And it does smell like it. It smells really good. World War II is probably going to be the one I find the most interesting. We already have information about Nazi Germany, which we're currently dealing with again in a way. Seeing this in person is terrifying, that this was a thing people wanted. Like, this is scary to me. That we owe to you day and night, night and Guys. They have pinups. They have pictures of pinups here. My loves. Literally half of my identity. Oh. Like, I understand how important pinup culture was to the war. And I know the history behind it. Oh my god, this is my love. I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Oh, I love this so much though. I want to zoom in on these because I have not seen these pictures before. I have several pinup books. And obviously down here we have Betty Grable. She's a very, very famous pinup girl. I learned about her when I was 15. We have a lot about Inspire, of course. Rita Hayworth, of course, is a very important person too in the pinup acting community. These are new to me. This one up top, I think I have in one of my books. But the rest of these are brand new. I've never seen them before. I wish that I could kiss each and every one of you. is so crazy to see, and it still is so recent. Because, like, it's less than 100 years old. There are still people alive that were around this time. That's like what you have to remember. I need to stop doubting these exhibits because I know when I said a few minutes before, I'm like, oh, I'll pass for the military. Yeah, I forgot there's a whole thing about World War II and the pinups and the big band and music and like a huge part of my identity as a person. I'm like freaking out. This is great. I haven't even gone to the entertainment. I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh, they have information about the B movies and how they were an after effect of the war and how life was after World War II within the 50s, which again is, it's 40s to 50s, very important historical decades to me, even though I was not alive back then. Oh, they have a whole section about the atomic bomb and the nuclear fallout, which of course was also a big threat within the 40s and 50s. And the Cold War, also very important in the 50s in the terms of their culture and how it affected everyday life. Oh my gosh, they have a model of a chair and a couch in plastic wrap. This is crazy, and all these TVs. This is insane. I have to sit on this. Oh, this is weird. How do people live? How do people live this way? This is not comfy at all. Not that it should be. But the plastic wrap couch. This is insane.
From over the hill, there was rifle fire. 4 students, 2 of them females, were shot to death. If you don't let them go out and march or say what they like, then there's no point in us.
Oh wow, it's Washington Monument. We're right by that. I know I always end up relating to the past to experience it in like real time, and I love how this exhibit and museum really does an amazing job with this to really put you in the moment. But like, this is crazy because this was my parents' work. This is what they were really affected by. Thankfully, my dad never had to get drafted, but like, they lost so many classmates to the war. I know. They always talked about it. It's crazy. Well, they have lighters and buttons for it. The hippie culture is also a very important time and culture to me too. So, even though I wasn't alive, this is still somewhat relatable to me. They have, I don't know if this is a real piece. It says fragments. I think this is a real piece of the Berlin Wall. That's crazy. This is real history. Okay, so we learned to not skip on that exhibit. I'm happy I went through that. This is why I'm going through everything, even though some of them have kind of been really quick look-throughs, but very impressed. And then we have our presidency exhibits on the other side, and then entertainment. I just saw on the side here, there's like, this is the art and industry. So it's between the mid-1800s and mid-1900s, art and design played an increasingly important role in the industry of manufacturing and an economy driven by middle-class consumers. And I was like, oh cool, this is like vases, shavers, but then cameras. I love it. I want them. Wait, they say it. So they're from Eastman Kodak, 1935, 1933. Oh, the Brownie camera. And one from the mid-1900s that doesn't have... Wait, the Brownie camera. Which one's the Brownie camera? All right, so this one's the Brownie camera, which is really cool. I love these. Yeah, I know this whole thing is me just literally geeking out on the most niche objects in time and history. Now we're gonna enter the First Ladies exhibit.
This was the most crowded area, surprisingly, so I didn't get a good chance to get up close to look at the dresses. But then again, I didn't really care to get closer.
Oh, I love seeing the true flapper dresses. This is gorgeous. Yeah, these are the most recent dresses. So we have Jill Biden's, Melania Trump's, Obama's, but like, I think it's safe to say the dresses have gotten uglier more recently than the past. Not trying to be shameful, it's just like the flapper dresses were beautiful and like the 1800s dresses were gorgeous. So like, I prefer those. We made it. It's time. It's time. Am I gonna cry? Well, let's see. They have R2-D2 and C-3PO. Oh, this is gonna be me. Hamilton. Oh my gosh. Literally everything I love. Oh my gosh, they're so cool. Oh, Mr. Rogers. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait, dude, this is really like George Lucas. Wow. This is where I'm actually gonna read everything. It's Star Wars. It's Star Wars. All right, we need to look at stuff. We got our stuff. We have the Muppets. The Muppets. It's Fozzie. My gosh, and Jim. Oh, it's so cool to see. Oh my gosh. Fozzie, I'm so sorry you lost your home. So we have our Ringley, Rose, and Barnum and Bailey. This is cool. I have this stuff from the 1800s. This is the entertainment I am not familiar with. Descendants of Filipinos. Yay, more Filipino culture. That's a tiny ukulele. If it is a ukulele, it might be something else. No, it is a ukulele. That is a small ukulele. This is so interesting. The Three Caballeros. I love the Three Caballeros. Oh, that's so scary. That is so scary. I don't like that. I don't like that. Why is that there? I know it's against racism, and this is showcasing all of the racist imagery, which Disney, there are so many. But that thing right there is terrifying. Can I zoom in? I don't want to get close to it. That thing has to be haunted. That's freaking me out so much. I want to see it, but I don't want to get close to it. So his name is Mr. Tambo. He's a marionette from 1850. Terrifying. Entertainment has long traded in racist, dehumanizing stereotypes, but some comedians have used their craft to push back. Oh yeah, like all of the cartoons. Wow. Like, this is something I'm really aware of too. And it is not the best part of our history, but it still needs to be preserved so we don't go back to it. Because if we erase it, people might do it again, and we don't want that.
Then there was Kung Fu. But that doesn't really count because David Carradine, the star of Kung Fu, was not Chinese. So that show should not have been called Kung Fu. It should have been called, hey, that guy's not Chinese.
You know what, girls? This is our lucky day. I'm gonna play the white girl's nerdy friend.
And some lighter, adorable entertainment. We have Mae West, which I love that she is on display here, like information about her. Love Mae West, of course. This is so cute. I see this every time, but anytime I see an Oscar on display, that'll be mine in the future. That'll be mine. It will. That was the Oscar awarded to Irving Berlin for his song White Christmas in 1943, which is, you know, a wonderful, wonderful song. I will have an Oscar in the future. I will. Oh, it's Mickey Mouse. It's Mickey Mouse for Steamboat Willie. All right, let's zoom in. We need happiness. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. All right, this is definitely much more up from what I know, where it's, oh, I hear Star Wars. 1940 and 1980. And one of the first things on display is Dr. Strangelove, which I still need to watch. I haven't watched that yet. But marketing materials for Dr. Strangelove. We have a playbill for the Crucible. It's so interesting how basic playbills were back in the day. This one is from 1953. This is the Lone Ranger mask from 1949 to 1957. And then we have a jukebox from the 1950s. Oh, it's so pretty. I love this jukebox. And I would love to have something like that in my home. Oh, there's records back here. Oh, I love records. Oh, it's awesome. Yep, this is like my history culture. Then I turn the corner and we have Lamb Chop and Bert and Ernie and Disney and Mickey and Creepy Howdy Doody. I know we all have to see that, but like this is all the children's television, but like Lamb Chop, guys, it's Lamb Chop. And we have, oh my god, I love this Mickey Mouse lunchbox. Mr. Rogers' Shoes, Sesame Street. Oh, this is my childhood, guys. We also have SpongeBob, which is crazy that SpongeBob is in a history museum. Is that Dora?
Research with a mission to reach
It's Dora the Explorer.
However, most children's TV was still commercial. When shows produced by toy companies began to dominate the dial, children's advocates spoke out.
Children's television should and can be the video equivalent of textbooks and the classics, rather than the video equivalent of a Toys R Us catalog.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
The Children's Television Act of 1990 mandated that programs teach important
Come out your school bus.
skills, values, and behavior.
And I have miocito. Do you have a favorite
Wait, it's
stuffed
insane
animal?
that Dora the Explorer was on TV for 19 years. Why is Glee's dress part of our display here? I didn't think it was that much of a historical moment, but here we are. Glee has made it into the American History Museum. Of course we have Hamilton. It's Captain America's shield. Oh my god, it's Captain America's shield. Half the time just realizing what's in here and just like freaking out about it. It's Captain America's shield. And of course, we have the ruby slippers. Oh my god, they're so cool. Wow. They are not that red in person. Understandable. I know that they are almost 100 years old, but I'm surprised. The Technicolor in the movie was truly Technicolor and made everything so bright. Because that's so muted, but it's so cool to see. Oh, and here's our Entertainment Nation entrance, because I didn't show that because I got so distracted and excited for C-3PO and R2-D2. Oh my god. I love it. Guys, it's Marvel. Oh my. It's Spy Kids. Wow. Oh, Casablanca. I love Casablanca. That is such a great film. Yeah, so that experience was amazing seeing them, and I would love more stuff like that because, like, that's what I love. That's my main entrance, and it's so cool. But there is still some more here. Outside is more history, as you can see, about equipment that was used for technology for entertainment. It's cool because this is motion pictures, and this is the Edison Vitascope #1 projector from 1896, which, as we know, Edison is from Jersey, and he helped create film. This is crazy. This is so simplistic, but the fact that this helped create the first film, and amazing. And radio, we have a studio microphone from the late 1940s. Oh, you can see how well everything was made back then. This looks so nice. All right. Over here is television. We have a portable television from 1957. Wow, that's so cool. Oh, I love this stuff. A Dolby Cinema processor from around 1975, which helped in film. Oh, that's so cool to see, like, everything looks so nicer and better back then. Oh, we got a video camera. This is from, this one was used to record the first winning entry on America's Funniest Home Videos in 1986. Yeah, this is a nice camera. It's a Panasonic OmniMovie HQ. Once again, here's another Are We Old? The original iPod. MP3 players from 2008. A CD with iTunes software from 2001. And all about Apple's iTunes. remember when it was brand new. This little side video over here about video games, and I love how it's like, do you remember the first time you played or saw a video game? Yeah, I was like 3 years old on the computer. Who did you play video games with? My family, friends. Video games have been my whole life. How do you think video games today are different from earlier video games? Great question, guys. Answer them below. Of course, you got an extra for the gift shop. You don't have to. It's just nice to see what they have anyways. It is cute to see, like, oh, I actually really like these, but America right now is not in a good time, so I don't want to support it. Everywhere has Spirit jerseys. Lots of Americana merchandise, including Made in America lip products. Oh, this is cute though. Oh wait, they have a New Jersey one. It's an ornament. Ooh, wait. I'm gonna probably have to get this. How much is it? 15? All right, we're getting this. This is literally called Fisher's popcorn. It's Old Bay popcorn. For the name alone, I have to get it. And they have a caramel option. I'm gonna have to get these. This is such a big gift store. They have so much of everything. We got National Pets plushes. We got Rosie the Riveter section. A little Benjamin Franklin mini building blocks. That's a Philly thing. This was fun. I see Muppets. I see a Muppets. Don't know what they have, but Muppets. We need to support them. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god, the Kermit bag is so cute. They have all these lounge flies. And then we have like SpongeBob. And Captain America. Oh my god, Captain America. Oh, they have a Marvel ornament. I don't need it. They have Mickey. Oh my god, they have Mickey. Disney books. Oh my gosh, and Star Wars. It's a good thing I don't have room in my suitcase. What is this, a postcard box? This is so cool. Alright, we gotta be good. Get dolls that are probably the ones that are fixed. I have to check the back. They are fixed, right? Let's see. They don't say. They took it off. Yes, these are all the ones that are not corrupted. I haven't seen I have these. I'll link the Wicket video I did in the description because I showed these off as well as a lot of other Wicket products that I bought. On my way out, I did spot the Warner Brothers Theater, and I didn't realize that inside here was the Technicolor camera that shot The Wizard of Oz. Like, this is fantastic to see. This is amazing. That was a wrap on the museum. This was amazing. I loved exploring it. Highly recommend me to come, especially because this was free. Like, this was literally free to come in. And there's so many more museums in this area that are all free. I'm not going to have time, obviously, on this trip, but I definitely want to come back. But this was like the main thing. I gotta still get food before heading back to the train, but this was such a great way to spend the day, especially because I think it has been raining outside all day. So this was such a great indoor activity, and I'm so happy being here. This was amazing. I know I like geeked out over everything, but we'll head on back to the train soon, and then that'll be the end of the trip in DC.
So as you can tell, I am back home. I made it home for my trip, and it was a wonderful trip, and it was so nice to visit DC for the first time ever, and I'm so excited to be able to go back because, of course, Warped Tour has already announced a returning to DC, and I already have my ticket for it. So I was happy to be able to not only go to Warped Tour and enjoy that festival once again, but I love the museums, and the museums really, really, really highlighted the trip even more. The zoo was a lot of fun, but the American History Museum was the highlight in terms of what you can find in DC. I clearly had an amazing time, and I didn't realize until I got home that the exhibitions do move in and out, that a lot of exhibitions have switched, so there's always a reason to go back. And I'm sure a lot of the museums are like that. That's how they get people reoccurring to come back in and check everything out. but I definitely want to visit again. I fell in love with the American History Museum. This is my entire vibe and aesthetic and hyperfixation, especially when it comes to pop culture. But definitely, I recommend. Hopefully I was a little bit of a positive influence with my experience at the American History Museum. And when I do go back to DC, I do want to go to other museums as well. So you can stay tuned for that in the very far future. And as always, you can stay tuned for more content coming out, especially more of the vlogs and cool experiences and fun places to go to. But until then, I'll see you in the next one.